Hey guys, what's up? My name is Ben. How are you guys doing today? What happened today in this video is I want to talk about Apple's iPad Pro. Now recently they released that device, and then there was an interesting article that I read, and the link will be in the description below. Definitely check it out to get more details about it. But yeah, it was stating that now tablets aren't selling the way like they used to when they started first rolling out. And the main reason is because, well, first of all, people that buy the tablets, and when they see a newer version comes out, they don't feel the need to upgrade it if it still works for them. I mean, the first generation iPad, well, that didn't last too long. That came with iPhone OS 3.0 and actually stopped, I think, on iOS 5, if I recall correctly. I don't think it got the iOS 6 upgrade, but then since the iPad 2, I mean, every iPad, including all the iPad minis, have been getting updates like non-stop, and the iPad 2 is still getting updated today, and who knows when that thing's gonna stop. And sometimes people feel like they don't need the latest software, so it's like, what's the deal? And not to mention, the high-end tablets are quite expensive, and therefore at that price people are considering, okay, if I'm going to pay this much for a tablet, I can just pay this much for a laptop and do a lot more, and at least I have that capability when I'm going out and about. Well, apparently this article was stating that the iPad Pro is what's going to let Apple take the market share of tablets in the future, because right now, I mean, shipments have gone down in tablets by about 8.1%, if I recall correctly. And so it's like not a lot of people are upgrading their tablets. They're sticking with what they have, and until it's on their last leg, then they'll look at getting a new one. I mean, look at the iPads for the most expensive model, the 128GB model of the iPad Air 2 was like roughly around $800, I believe. I can't recall the prices correctly. I do apologize for this. I mean, I don't look at their prices very often, but the iPad 2 for the Wi-Fi cellular model with a 64 gig costs over $800. So I would think that the 128GB version was the same, unless if they also kept the 64GB version. I mean, I'm just saying on camera right now that it's just weird to see that if Apple were to take the market share in the future using the iPad Pro, that they pretty much nailed the tablet market, and they're actually keeping that tablet market stronger and keep it in the consumers. But then again, a lot of there are some people that are like, what's the point of having a tablet? I can just that's basically an oversized smartphone. And what's the bother? Not to mention, with the smartphone, I can make phone calls. Hell, well, I mean, people just have to understand that a certain device is meant for this. Smartphones are meant for phone calls and texting, along with internet capabilities. Tablets are meant for internet capabilities with a better experience on a bigger screen with entertainment as well. And then you have computers that are meant for computing processes, such as like video editing, and then if you were to do any project works. So basically smartphones is to take your work into one little device, along with texting and phone callings, as well as the tablets being more like a medium consumption device, although they're starting to increase in productivity. And then computers are just nothing but productivity, projects, gaming. Computers are everything. We're not going to get away from computers for a long time now. Now, the tablet market, I feel like will start to increase given that you're going to be having more options, because now you have two-in-one tablets where it's a tablet slash laptop. You can even buy laptops where the screen folds down and then the keyboard folds behind the lid. So I mean, the tablet market is definitely increasing in terms of options. But the real question is, how many of these are going to get sold? How many people are going to be buying tablets every day? Not that many, I would say. because right now it seems like people are still more focused on, okay, what do I get for my next phone when my contract ends? Okay, my computer's bad. What should I do to get a new one? Which one should I get? Mac or PC? Or should I install Linux on my old PC to see if it'll run a little bit faster, since Linux manages RAM a lot better than Windows does? I mean, people just have certain decisions right there, and it's basically based on personal preference and personal needs. For this case, I mean, it seems like tablets are basically just media consumption to people, so it's like, what's the point in upgrading? I mean, I knew somebody that had the first generation iPad, and then when they saw the iPad 2 come out, they were saying, oh, hey, maybe we should upgrade. But then, after thinking about it, they're like, maybe we should hold off on it, because the first generation iPad is still great. And there's nothing wrong with it, so why bother? We can hold off till some other time. And plus, like, to get a Wi-Fi cellular iPad for over a little over $800, that's like, you pay a couple $100 more. That's getting a very good laptop, or building yourself a very good computer with more capabilities. But then again, it's based on personal needs and preferences. So, do you guys really believe that the iPad Pro is really going to help Apple take the market in the near future? Me personally, I'm not so sure about this, because they have the iPad mini, then they have the iPad Air, now they have the iPad Pro. I don't know that many people that has a tablet of that size before. I mean, me personally, if you're going to spend over $1,000 for a tablet, why not just take that money for a laptop? Because, I mean, for a tablet, if you're trying to do productivity and you're finding yourself to get a keyboard and a mouse for it, I mean, you're better off just having a computer where it was just built in right there, a laptop. But then again, it depends on your preference. And so, this is my opinion. What do you guys think? Go ahead and leave a comment down below. And thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, rate, comment. Also, check out the description below for my social media links, Twitter and Instagram. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.